guys, I'm Becky.
I'm Ty.
And this is What the Knights Say. And if you're new to our channel, please like our videos, subscribe to our channel and press that notification bell so that you get all the latest videos coming out. So on today's topic, again, Tyrone picked this one.
Yes, I did.
We are going to be discussing smacking for disciplining your children, whether you think it's right or wrong.
I think.
Go on, because you thought of it.
Right. Yes, I think smacking your children is fine.
Okay.
Beating your children is not fine.
Yeah.
So let's define when people, this little grey area, and people want to really get bashing me after this, what I'm about to say. Do I believe smacking your child to discipline him is right? Yes. Do I believe beating them to a pulp? No. There are two different distinctions here.
Okay.
Right, and yes, Rebecca's totally against it, and she hates it when I have to smack our children, and it's on a daily basis.
No, and Tyrone has only ever smacked London once.
Yes.
And he even felt bad about it. So don't act like you. And that's because our son he doesn't know when to be quiet.
No, he doesn't.
And he has such an anger problem. But sometimes, I believe, I mean, I wasn't grown up being smacked. And
I was. Doesn't mean that I passed that trait down to my children.
But we were both brought up differently. I was never smacked as a child by my mum or my dad, and I grew up with respect. I am a decent girl. I grew up a decent girl with manners and morals, and I didn't need to get smacked in order to be a good child. I just knew. Yeah. I knew when my mum and dad... I mean, yes, I was a toe rag. A lot of children are. But I don't believe you've got to smack someone in order for them to get in line. And to me, I don't want to enforce fear on my children.
So if you don't want to enforce fear onto the children, then why do you tend to say... I'm going to go and tell Daddy now what you're doing.
Yeah, but that's you just automatically say that.
But why do you do that then?
Because they don't want to get told off by Daddy.
And why is that?
But because you've got this big scary voice.
No, it's because I formed a line of discipline from an early age with our children. And I've done it from the early age.
Yeah, but that wasn't with smacking.
Yeah, it wasn't with smacking as well, but I was very firm and very toned. When I smacked my child once, yes, it was in front of our daughter Savannah, but that was like me passing it down to her.
Yeah, but now if he gets told off, he thinks he's going to get a smack, and he screams. He screams like he's being beaten, and I'm like, London, for God's sake, the neighbours are going to think we're torturing
I'm laughing about it now, but sometimes it does seem bad. But at the same time, you do have to form a discipline.
I do think you do need. Yes, obviously you need to form a discipline. But I am against smacking. I don't believe it. I mean, London's had the odd smack on the hand from me if he's gone to touch the stove as a little... yeah, but I don't mean like smacking the bum hard, you leave a handprint, getting a wooden spoon, a belt.
Have I ever done that?
You believe in any of... Yeah, but it's out there,
okay, it is out there. So when we're talking about from our experience, and I'll talk about me growing up. Yes, I got hit with the belt. So I did. My brothers never did, because Dad was never there. But they never got the discipline. So between my oldest sister, myself, my younger sister, and my other younger sister, so all my sisters, we all pretty much got the belt at some capacity growing up. And my two younger brothers never got any discipline at all whatsoever. But I will tell you this. Yes, it could have been some of my brother's product environment. We got different mums, same dad. Our brothers were much more wayward than what we were from the discipline, because we knew what was what. And I'm not going to say if you're black or white or brown, whatever, but I'll tell you this. You got more children of colour, got more of a discipline than a beating. This is what I'm going to say. And you can do a poll on this, whatever it is. People of colour got more of a discipline than a beating. And with that, with black kids or Asian kids, whatever, we talk about and say, yeah, man, I got beats last night. What did you do? I ran my mouth off too far. Okay, that's why I got that. That's why I got the discipline. Because you ran your mouth off too far. Now, when we're in supermarkets, right, and we see little Johnny running around the aisle, and hold on, and we're saying, don't do that, sit down, shut up, mum, whatever. And you're like, shh. shit, you know what? Back in the day, I couldn't even say shut up,
Yeah, I
Mum.
do understand that,
Right.
because I wouldn't have my child talk to me like that.
But we see it now.
raise them
Okay,
because
well,
they
hold
don't
on.
give any discipline.
Okay, 1 second.
I never spoke to my parents like that. I would never disrespect my mum and dad
because you
like
knew,
that.
because you knew.
But I never got
But
smacked.
you knew it could be a possibility of it happening.
My mum and dad
Did you
never
ever-
threatened me with
Okay,
a smack.
but did you know-
they didn't have to.
Okay, but did you know about your friends getting smacked?
Not really. Well, yes.
Okay, right. So you kind of knew it could be there because you knew about it. My point is this: kids nowadays don't know about the smack. So that's why you see kids running up their mouth up and down the supermarkets, throwing tantrums on the floor, and you say that's a kid being a kid. Trust me, it's not a kid being a kid. When I got smacked from an early age, I knew I couldn't run my mouth off in the supermarket and try and get fresh out in public. But I did.
I do see some kids tell their mum shut up in the street and F off.
Right.
Then if London ever told me to F off, then he will get a slap.
But I also knew if I ran my mouth off and I tried to show off and be fresh in front of like guests and whatnot, I knew what time it was after those guests left. So that's my point. There's a difference of disciplining your children and beating your children.
Yeah, because
There's
don't
a
believe.
big difference.
Because obviously, as adults, if I done something to piss you off and you slapped me, I could get you done for domestic violence.
Yes.
So what?
But if you hit me.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. And if you ever done, I slapped you, it would be domestic violence.
Yes.
But why should that be any different to do to a child?
Okay, that part I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and that's the difference of you knowing consequences. You hit me, I'll hit you back. Right? I'm not saying that's what happened.
No, not that. It's just I don't believe to enforce that.
Right. Every parent has a way of dealing with this, and this is again you can see like even with us, it's not perfect. We've been together for years, and still trying to find a formula. Okay, what's the best form of discipline, Rebecca?
Especially because our son is 7 now, and he's testing us. He's
not testing us. He's testing you.
Well, anyway, but he's getting to the age where when you tell him off, he has to have the last word, and he does run his mouth. He's not rude. He doesn't tell us to shut up. He doesn't swear or anything like that. He's not like that. It's just he has to have the last word.
He does. And when it happens, again, we're not saying we're perfect parents, but when it happens, or I hear London or Sav just give Rebecca back chat, I'm like, I'm not getting involved. You got to deal with this. Because if I get up, it's all over. And they know it's all over because I walk into the room and then it's like, because they know it's game over. So Rebecca, they push and push and push, and it's like, stop it, please. And I'm like, oh man, it's that supermarket child all over again.
It's
that
not,
parent,
no, because we don't have rude.
No, we don't. But my point is, they know they can keep pushing and pushing and pushing. But with me, it's no pushing. It's like really? You want me to get up? See, the tone of me saying, do you want me to get up? Doesn't mean I'm going to smack my child, but it's like the notion of like, he could smack us if he gets up. And that's my point of, you do it once, it's in the conscience of like, I only need to do it once. And I feel like I've only had to do it once. So the kids now know. Or if I say, your games are deleted, it is deleted.
Yeah.
If I'm saying I'm going to do
my thing is I need to stick to my word. So I don't believe in smacking, but I make a lot of false promises, or I don't know how to describe it, but I always say, if you don't stop doing that, then you're not blah 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 blah, and then I keep saying it. So my thing is I need to stick to my word and delete stuff, take toys away, because I do believe that works more for me. And I also, timeout works for me. Ty laughs at my timeout, but it works for me. Taking London out of the room somewhere else because I know he wants to be with us, plus when he can't shut up and I'm arguing, it just starts into one big argument. And I find myself getting angry, and I can feel the rage within myself, and it's just like anger fighting with anger. So I just separate London from the situation, put him in his room, but I do need to stick to my word. So
100%.
I need to say, like, if you do this, you're not going to see your friend today, and then stick to that. And
me, I'm just straightforward. I told you once, I told you twice, 3 times. It's done, finished, deleted, done. Daddy, I want this game. Nope, ain't happening. Daddy, get out my sight, man. Let's go. I accept your apology. Just go. And I think that even harsher treatment to my child is harder for him to take because he knows he comes down and he says, I'm sorry. But it gets to the point of you got to say to your child, how many times can you keep saying sorry for doing the same thing?
Yeah. So
my tone with that is just totally different. Then they go upstairs, or Savvy goes upstairs, and all you hear is Becky go, "But Daddy did tell you." She has that stupid soft voice. He did tell you.
Yeah, because I'm trying to calm them down.
I'm not about calming them down. I'm making them aware. It's finished. Because you get to that point, we're growing children to be adults.
Yes.
So we have to make them understand. Listen, when you get told to do something, do it. If you end up working for someone, you've got to know there's a discipline in place. If someone says, please do this, and they're saying, please do this.
As hard as it is today, you're doing it for the
future.
Teenagers
100%.
and grown-ups that they're going to be in the future. Same way we was disciplined, we have grown up to be the way we are because of the way our parents disciplined us.
100%.
So we do need to bring that to our children. Just I'm against smacking. So I don't know what you guys think. I don't think you need physical contact.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you need to go upside their head for them to understand there is a boundary. There's a level of a parent and a child. So sometimes you do have to go upside their head to make them understand. Because at the same time, this is what I always say to London. You run your mouth off to someone when you get old and they box you in the mouth and you've never understood why. You thought it was always okay. Well, if I can speak to my parents that way, I can speak to anyone that way. And that's what happens in today's society. That's what happened.
Yeah.
They used to running their mouth off to their parents, and then all of a sudden, what did you say?
Not enough discipline.
Yeah, it's not enough discipline. So me always telling London and saying, listen, you keep talking to someone this way. When you get older, I won't be there. So when you run your mouth off and you get popped in your mouth, that's on you.
I just want to give a shout out to our neighbours. When you hear screaming, we're not beating our children, by the way.
No, we're not. We're deleting games.
We're deleting games or taking dinosaurs away.
Games.
But because our kids are loud, they get it from him. Yeah. They are so loud, and you are constantly hearing them shouting. And I'm always worried what the neighbours must think. So neighbours, our children are fine. You don't need to report us. They're happy.
Man, do you know what? The house value's going to go down. How can we sell this? People try to view it thinking, what the hell was that racket next door?
I never hear the other kids next door.
You don't.
And I'm always thinking, oh my God, our house is so loud.
That's me thinking. This is what happens when you have interracial relationships. The black side's always loud and whatnot, and us white family are nice and civil and quiet. Well, that's what happens, though, isn't it? That's what happens, man. But anyway, listen, no. Is it right to smack your child or not? But I don't say smack, I say discipline your child. And I don't do beating. I don't believe in that. I've been beat with the belt. Doesn't mean that I have to pass that down. See, I kind of break that cycle. And I find ways of disciplining my children rather than smacking. Like I said, it's only happened once. But I find other ways to hurt them even more.
Other ways.
I find another way.
Rather than smacking.
But would I do it again if you crossed the line? Of course I would. Of course I would. Because I think to a point, I say to them, you don't push it to that point. Don't push it to that point. Rebecca's looking at me like, no, you're not. Yes, I would if I had to. And that's that word, if I had to. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I already deleted 2 games today. He doesn't even know about it. But anyway, so I'm Ty.
I'm Becky.
And this is What the Night Say. Thanks for watching. And again, give the show a big thumbs up. If you like this show or our shows in general, please subscribe and also turn on that notification so you do not miss a show once it's uploaded. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.
Thanks.
Bye.